Alrighty. Happy weekend. Very happy that I did a little recovery workout last time, focused on some like self-care and this and that. Um, been trying to think about what I wanted to do today, and the only thing I could think of is to experiment with some stuff that I really haven't done. Snatches. We'll see about snatches because of the low ceiling thing, but cleans, maybe some push presses, that kind of idea. So I've got 40, 45, and then 70. Admittedly, that's the 45 to 70 is kind of a big jump. But like I said, kind of want to experiment with some stuff. Probably going to do some goblet squats, overhead presses in general, some rows, just stuff that I kind of feel like from a home workout standpoint are just generally good for you. Swings I could take or leave, but like when I do goblet squats, it's working my core, my quads, and kind of like my upper postural muscles. When I do my rows, right, it's a hinge motion. I'm working I'm working my core in a slightly different way. It's a unilateral anti-rotation kind of situation with the core, hitting the lats a little bit. Overhead press is always functional. And we'll see if we need to kind of push press it. So, like if I had to pick 3 kettlebell movements that are pretty easy to do, those might be it in terms of like a really concise workout. Do I love my split squats, my single leg deadlifts, my kettlebell swings? Sure. But yeah, we're just gonna see how this works for us. So, you might actually get rid of the fat grip. Where did the other one? There it is. Well, of course, it comes all the way back to me. All right, so Alright, so it feels pretty good with the right arm. We'll see how it feels with the left in a second here. I kind of screwed up my own schedule today. So I've had protein shake, 3 cups of coffee, half a cup of peanuts, quarter cup of craisins, bag of peanut M&Ms, and about half a cup of water. So no, I had 4 cups of coffee. That's right. So like well, I've had enough calories, but like my stomach's definitely very empty. I'm definitely not hydrated. And so it's like, yeah, sometimes you just kind of, again, work with what you got, even if it's less than ideal conditions. And you see what feels good. All right, so here we go again. Alright, so the cleans feel good. I don't think I'm going to mess around with snatches because I don't feel like hitting my ceiling. What I will do though is working on some explosiveness here. Catch our breath. We'll do some thrusters with the left arm here in a second. up to the next weight. Oh man. Okay. Cool. Alrighty. Oh, let's see here. Let's knock out some quick rows. And some quick goblet squats. Alright. We catch our breath and we go from there. Alright. So, some play, some practice. It took about 5 minutes. Right as we get heavier, I'm definitely gonna need more breaks in between. So, it is what it is. Hope y'all are having a good weekend. It's quiet, it's kind of chilly. Not really. It's kind of gray and misty. So, don't necessarily want to be outside because I think it's pleasant enough to be outside, but it's at the same time not particularly sunny, so Alright, we're gonna start with some cleans. We might try and do like clean squat press, or like clean squat thruster, that kind of variation. Throwing again some overhead presses, some rows, some goblets, front squats, whatever you want to call them. Alright, so again, 45 pounds. Cool. I felt surprisingly good. Kind of mixed everything I said I wanted to into a few motions. The cleans feel okay. The thrusters feel a little bad. I'm wondering if I'm like getting too much rib motion, like I'm side bending to press up rather than just being able to go straight up. But otherwise, or it's just a different impulse or something like that. I'll give it another minute or two, and then we'll go from there. haven't used the 70-pound kettlebell, so I am kind of excited to bust that out. I was saying, I was like, do I want to do some work with the hammers and the hand maces, or do I want to just, I just didn't feel like I had the virility, the chutzpah, the internal willpower to do that today. So we'll see. We'll see what this left arm gives us now. Yeah, it's definitely some rib soreness as I do this, which is interesting. It's not awful, so I don't know. Alright, same deal. Catch my breath. Knock out a few rows and some goblet squats. And I get to move up to the big boy. I just never took out the other sandbag. Okay. Let's see here. So again, right, heavier weight, different demands, requires a little more rest. So that first flow only took us like 5 minutes-ish to get through. And we're not even like through the goblets or the rows yet. And that we're at like almost 12 minutes in. So it's like been another 7 minutes because of letting our body recover and whatnot. This is where like I always forget what my work to rest ratios are. But it's like, yeah, if you do about 6 to 10 seconds of really intense, or like maybe 10 to 12 seconds of like really intense working, but sprinting, you should take, it's a 1 to 12 work to rest ratio. So 10 seconds of sprinting means you're just kind of relaxing, catching your breath for another 2 minutes before you attempt another sprint. Or it's anywhere from like 2 to 200 seconds, so that's where like 2 to 3 minutes. And that the ratios shift depending on your energy system. That's kind of stuff that I don't always like remember. I just know I have references and I end up looking it up. All right, we definitely feel like we've caught our breath. So let's knock out some rows. Lats felt good with that heavier weight. They haven't felt good in a while, but they felt good with that. Alrighty. Nope. No, I was going to forget something. All right. All right. Whew. All right. So, again, it just took us more time to recover. All right. So, the focus on the rest of my day is definitely going to be nutrition and hydration, because that is definitely where I'm lacking right now. Like what I think I estimated, I ended up eating about 800 calories between waking and getting to this. So, see, the protein was 130. The peanuts and craisins, I think, were 420. So that's 450, 650. And then the bag of M&Ms was, I think, 250. So yeah, it's like 900 calories there. So technically, I have enough energy in my system. And I did add like creatine to my protein mix as well. But it's like, yeah, I haven't gotten my, I haven't had any like fruits and veggies. Haven't had any water. So, like, again, in terms of like positive things, right? Okay, the M&Ms, sure, they got some fats in them, so that might help that slow release, but it's, let's be honest, it's still candy. The peanuts and craisins, again, same deal. Peanuts and craisins. Well, the peanuts, good protein, fat source. Craisins, carb, and they're both good fiber sources, so that could kind of help with that longer lasting satiety and energy release. But I keep that little snack in like those little sauce containers you might get from like takeout. That's basically what that fills up. So imagining that's 420 calories in this size, whereas 6 ounces of uncooked chicken is only 225. So I could eat 12 ounces of chicken, which would be, more or less both of my hands. And that would be slightly higher in calories than that little trail mix container, I'll call it. But imagine how that's filling up your stomach. So I know for myself, I'm definitely like volume based in terms of my eating, and that it's like if my stomach feels full, I feel better. Alrighty, good. Let's knock out a couple basic deadlifts first. Yeah, that's heavier. So this is where I always have issues when I see these online recipe videos. They're like, oh yeah, it's here's this breakfast burrito, 28 grams of protein, only this amount of calories, and it's this big. And it's yeah, I'm sure it's delicious, sure it's got good macros, but I'm not full. So, I have been thinking about changing up my breakfast a little bit to have a little more of a protein basis, like protein fiber type thing. Because I know I love like Mexican style breakfast, you know, beef, beans, some salsa, some veggies. But the oatmeal provides kind of a simpleness where I don't have to cook more stuff. So we'll think about it. Okay. Yeah, you saw me quickly catch that, so I'm definitely gonna have to generate some more power on that there. Once we succeed with the right arm and we kind of get the pattern down, we'll try with the left, but historically the left arm has been weaker, less stable, etc. Okay. Okay. Oh, that kills. It just like jabbed me like right into the top of my bicep, and that felt really bad. Because I was trying to get from, you know, the catch to the press, and it was just not going. Okay, let's try and get another good clean on this arm. All right. All right. So I'm gonna sit down. I really focused on hip tension, like leg tension. Let's go with that. Like my leg felt set, felt like a taut rubber band, tightened down my lat, so that when I explode upwards, I'm able to keep everything as close as I can to my body. So, and that's where each one got progressively more successful. So, that was cool. All right. We'll try and get, again, a good clean, maybe a good thruster. We'll knock out some rows and some squats, and that'll probably be it. Still trying to keep it to about a half hour. So you might hear my washing machine going back to like work rest ratios and trying to integrate working out into real life. You try a few of these. Let's say your laundry's done, so you fold a few items while you're resting. You come back to the kettlebell and you just kind of alternate. Total movement time that I've probably done with this is probably close to like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. And I think generally it takes me about 20 minutes to fold a basket of clothes, right? I'm only folding my own clothes. But we're gonna end up doing about 30 minutes worth of work today. So if you doing 10 minutes worth of work and being efficient / productive with your time helps you to kind of integrate lifting and chores, go for it. Doesn't work for every lifestyle, and I totally get that. We're trying to help you devise strategies to be more active than not. That's really the end all be all that I try and pass on here. Okay. Again, we know the left arm is not as strong, and I am just generally less confident with this side. So we'll see how things go. Alrighty. That's where again, right? Got that weight there. There we go. Almost had it. Yeah. That was very awkward. That's where I wish I had like a drop pad in front of me so I could have just been like, not have this thing explode. Okay. We'll see if we can't get a clean one on my left arm. Because I feel like I'm like just that much off. Hopefully getting this tension helps me with my deadlifts tomorrow. Because this is probably the best hip hinge arm locked position I've felt in a while. So we'll see what that does for me. Okay. Oh. Alrighty. Nailed it. Really, it's... It was interesting because like as soon as I locked in to that wedge, like I knew I had it. But it was definitely like, this doesn't feel right. There it is. All right. So all we got left is rows and goblet squats. But this is what I mean, like, I could be doing something else. Like again, if I had that basket of laundry, I could, vacuum, unload part of the dishwasher. Like you don't have to do everything in a concentrated go. Sure, do I have my watch running so I can like track it? And I'm a numbers person, so I like saying like, hey, you completed 4 out of 5 workouts this week. Great. But again, just for the sake of some sort of activity, some sort of practice, some sort of progress, doing anything better than nothing. All right. Whew. I felt good. How are we doing on time? All right. So we will end up going over a half hour. But again, heavier weight, more time expected to recover, etc. All right. I'll grab another breather. And we got some goblet squats. Let's see here. So we're almost at a half hour of zone activity. That's cool. We got a few more seconds. And then we'll knock out these remaining front squats. Oh Lordy. All right, here we go. There. That was good enough. Oh. Woo. If you just hung out, great. If you did what I did, great. If you did your own thing, great. If you're just starting, looking for ideas, motivation, discipline, or community to support you, that's what we're here to do. Help each other be a little better every day. Good job today. Keep working hard. We'll see you next time.